Americans lost a record $21 billion to scams in 2025. $21 billion. And that number may be a dramatic underestimate because of the shame associated with reporting scams. Scammers who are increasingly using technology, AI, and crypto to trick unsuspecting victims often make off with hundreds of thousands of dollars from the most vulnerable among us, seniors, veterans, and at an increasing rate, children. My own parents, now in their 80s, have repeatedly been on the receiving end of a variety of schemes designed to cheat them out of their savings. That's why I was so glad to find the Stop Scams Caucus when I got to Congress, a group of bipartisan members determined to make progress on this horrific problem. And why I was so excited to discover the great creators joining us here today who have devoted themselves to cracking down on scams. I hope it's not a surprise to anyone to learn that the government can move a little slow sometimes. We need great advocates like the ones here today to help move the ball forward. And we all need to do our part in Congress to support them in that work. Right now, there is no singular office in the federal government designed to take on scams and fraud. Earlier this year, I introduced a bill to establish a national fraud and scam prevention office in the White House so that we could spearhead a federal response to target scammers using every tool at our disposal. But as much as we need to hold scammers accountable, we also need to raise awareness of how easily these scams can happen to you or someone you love. That's why my office and other offices ran a briefing for congressional staff earlier today about how to detect and protect yourself from scams. We've also distributed scam prevention resources to congressional offices here in Washington and their teams back home. The more we can educate the American people on what scams look like, the more likely they'll be able to recognize it and stop a scam before it occurs.